Hi friends, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the last week of 2020 / the first week of 2021 in my Vertical Life Planner using this kit from Simply a Mess called Where's Sunday collection. And for those of you who don't immediately recognize the artwork, this is a fantastic movie called When Harry Met Sally by Nora Ephron. I consider it a quintessential New Year's movie because the main characters have all these scenes during New Year's parties that I think are really funny and uniquely New York, which is not easy to say. But anyway, I just think this is a perfect New Year's kit that's not a New Year's kit, at least in my opinion. So today, I am going to be planning with this Simply a Mess kit. We've got some really fun art here. This is from the scene at the end of the movie. These are quotes from the movie. This one is pretty famous. And what I love about this is like for people who know the movie really well. There's no Sunday in underwear, in Days of the Week underwear. And it's a big part of the movie. So this is the Pictionary game they play. I just love the artwork on this. I think it's great. I'm trying to decide if I should put these guys at the beginning and end. I think I might have them like on opposite ends of the page just to give it a nice contrast. Anyway, so this kit comes with some fun deco inspired by the artwork, a lot of checklists, lots of flags, lots of full boxes, and labels, which I really appreciate. Good functional, clear, easy to read functional headers, some kind of funky washi and trackers, and a weekly tracker with the car they drive to New York from Chicago in. So that's this kit. I'm also going to be pulling in some foil because it is New Year's, and this is from Sadie Stickers. These are tiny little snowflakes, which are great. And then of course I have the snowflake headers that match. So they're all right here. I'm also going to be pulling in some gold foil full box overlay from Rose Colored Days as well, just to give it a little bit more oomph. But yeah, so I am going to start putting this down and I will come back to you in a voiceover. But for those of you who are watching at home, I am definitely putting When Harry Met Sally on in the background just for a little bit of fun. So anyway, thanks for hanging in there. See you in a bit. All right, so I really loved using this kit this week and putting it down. I am recording this voiceover on New Year's Eve, so happy New Year's Eve to everyone. I wasn't sure which direction this washi was supposed to go in, but I made some guesses and it all worked out. I love the little bit of sparkle that went over this. It's almost like it was made for this kit. It looks so perfect. I know it's supposed to look like snow, but it actually looks like stars more than snow, so it really works out. I was watching the movie while I did this, so you'll notice I'm a little bit distracted, and I am basically going to rearrange everything a couple of times over. I make a lot of changes, but that's okay. So to be very honest, there's not that much going on this week except packing, studying, packing, studying. So you'll see when we get to the end, there's a little caveat from me about how this was not the fanciest week I've ever had. But that's okay. This kit came with 3 weekly trackers, so I decided to use all 3. I'm doing this thing now where I try and use as many of the stickers that go in each kit as possible because while I do end up saving a lot of them, it always is harder to match with other kits later. So, and ironically, I had more labels than I actually needed this week. So, but yeah, I ended up using the taxi, or actually, sorry, it's not a taxi, it's the car that they use to drive to Chicago too. And I used just a little bit of that extra overlay on the top and it looks perfect. So normally I white out those strips at the bottom. I didn't do that this time. I didn't know where my whiteout was and I was just feeling a little sheepish. But anyway, so this week I tried to utilize a lot of the checklists, the full checklists, and all of the functional headers. So I oscillated between the to-dos and the todays. For Monday, I actually decided I really liked the way that looked right next to each other. And so I end up moving Meg Ryan all the way over to where Billy Crystal is on the end there for the weekend. Yep. Yeah, none of these boxes stay where they originally went. For those of you who have never been to Katz's Deli, the sandwiches are pretty good. They have, just like it's sort of sister shop Carnegie Deli, which is now gone, sadly. You can get a very, very tall pastrami sandwich on rye, and the sodium intake is extraordinary. I think it actually has like a warning label on it because it's so salty. But I love Nora Ephron. I think she's a genius. I'm so sad that she has passed on. And I honestly think that when filmmakers make movies like this, they keep New York alive a little bit. Maybe it was because I was leaving New York and I wanted a New Year's theme, but this kit was really sort of perfect for this week. I've been watching a lot of New York movies lately, just because I'm leaving. So it's been helping me kind of cope. There's a little quote on that full box that says, "I will never want that wagon wheel coffee table," and that is in reference to Carrie Fisher telling her then boyfriend as they're moving that she hates his coffee table, which is the kind of thing I feel like you should have that discussion before you move it, but it's a very New York thing. And they all live in fantastic apartments, like classic 6 apartments on the Upper West Side that would now cost over $1 million or, cost $10,000 a month to rent. So it's a New York of a different time. But anyway, so I really am trying to lay down the base as much as I can first. Part of me wishes I had chosen specific things to study for the praxis exam each day because I've been really lackadaisical about it. Some days I'll just do practice questions, some days I'll review notes, and some days, like today, I was watching old lectures for classes that I'd sort of need a little bit more help in. I was reviewing audiology today, and I need to review speech science instrumentation because those are my weaker areas. I know there aren't a ton of questions about those on the praxis, but there's enough that if I get one that's really difficult, it's going to mentally shake my confidence. So I need to prep a little bit harder for those. I guess I found my whiteout. Forgot about that. Yeah. And New Year's, traditionally, I have spent at house parties with friends or bar parties. Obviously, it's going to look very different this year. But last year, we pretty much did the same thing we're doing this year, which is we're staying in, we're having a nice dinner at home, we're drinking Prosecco, and we may or may not watch the ball drop. But it's a small relief that people aren't out to watch the ball drop today because the weather is gross today. It started raining early this morning, and it's not going to let up, I think, until Monday. So Monday was my friend's birthday, and she obviously didn't get to have a party this year, but we had a nice chat over the weekend. I decided to use the deco that came with the kit rather than try and pull date dots. This deco was really fun, although it was a little bigger than I would have liked. And so the top of Meg Ryan's head and the top of the car are a little squished, but I managed to make it all work. And yeah, I'm sorry it's cut off a little there on the top. At some point, and I can't remember when, my camera stops mirroring on my screen, and I was also watching a movie, so I just this whole video is a little bit of a mess, but I think my favorite thing is the I'll have what she's having mug. If I could find that in a Ray Dunn font for real, I would get that. It's one of those safe little inside jokes. So now when it's time to actually start picking stuff up, I'm just writing happy 2021 at midnight at the bottom there. I had all these great functionals and nowhere to use them. Oh man. So many of my friends were taking the praxis this week, and it's making me so nervous. I'm very excited for them though, because everyone who took it has passed thus far. So it's always like there's a twinge of jealousy when I hear someone pass, because it means they don't have to study anymore and they have this like sense of relief, whereas I'm still in that boat of I still have to keep studying. But you know, I'm also simultaneously really, really happy for them and want to join them on the other side of being done. So that is a holiday sticker from Chic Blossom Prints. It just says New Year's Eve. Normally I save those for the monthly calendar layout, but I already had one from the monthly kit that I chose. So I pulled in some Once More with Love sticker munchkins studying, and that is a Pumpkin Paper Co. A couple of those on the other side. I also have to do 15 hours worth of Simulcase, and I'm trying to get all of that stuff done before my classes start on the 19th for Gallaudet, and I really just need to get everything done. But yeah, I have little things like filming Plan with Me's and editing Plan with Me's, but it's all just Simulcase, study for praxis, pack. I have to be fully packed by, I want to say Monday afternoon, really. And I'm almost there. I'm getting very, very close. So today is Thursday. I've already started losing track of what day it is. 2 weeks of vacation and holidays will do that to you. But those are my Crafty Banana stickers that say Bridget and Frank on them. It just says Sunday breakfast. Sorry, I'm so zoomed out. It's really difficult to see. I have to actually start meal planning on Sunday because this weekend I'm packing up all of our kitchenware. So I need to make sure that everything that we eat, that we've ordered or whatever, is either available to us, that we can microwave it or use the toaster oven, which I'm not packing, and put on a paper plate because everything, or regular plates, because everything else is going to go. we're switching over to plasticware instead of our glassware because I have to pack that. And yeah, so I'm just writing in my cleaning tracker for the week. Monday was laundry, Tuesday bathroom, Wednesday kitchen, Thursday living room, Friday is dust and floors, and Saturday is packing, and Sunday is packing. I'm probably not going to dust the floors tomorrow just because I'm still packing, and if I clean the floors, it's going to make everything kind of crazy. You can see I've paused to like watch the movie. um, So this week I'm tracking taking my medicine, studying for the exam, and going for walks. Trying to walk once a day, get some of my steps in. So we always order out on Wednesdays. So we ended up ordering Chinese food this week, which was very satisfying. I honestly can't remember what I filled in, but I did end up, I wanted to make sure we had alcohol for New Year's, so I ordered that on Wednesday. Did some simulation stuff on Wednesday as well. My Rent the Runway stuff came in on Wednesday. So, yeah. I'm just flipping through, trying to make sure that I have everything, that I'm not losing anything. And yeah. I think this is where I started to really struggle trying to figure out what I was going to put where. And it looks so blank. Just peppering in, filling the space where I can. But honestly, this week is going to be more about memory keeping. I have been going in every day and writing down new things, just going through my checklist. Actually got a lot done this week. And my husband and I ended up ordering all of our furniture for our new apartment, which was no small feat. That took 2 to 3 weeks of research, price checking, planning, making sure the items were in stock, calling the right people. It was a whole thing. So that ended up working out really, really well. On Wednesday, I did a Zoom hangout with my sister-in-law. That was really fun. Hadn't jumped on Zoom in a while. I thought I was going to have a Zoom night on Tuesday, and I wasn't feeling great, so did not upload this plan with me on Monday. It's always my intention, but something always ends up happening. So I'm glad I started to pack the kitchen on Wednesday. I was going to wait until Saturday to do it just because of the utility factors, but I ended up packing a lot of our kitchen stuff today. Oh, that's the Rose Colored Days overlay tape. I'll just put that over. I ended up doing it again over the baby Pictionary picture later on, but it just looks so fun. So cute. I love this spread. I had a really fun time putting this all together and watching the movie at the same time. Kind of made it extra special. So just filling in, packing up the living room. Tuesday was when we ended up ordering most of the furniture. I did not do laundry on Monday. I'm looking at this and I'm looking at my actual planner in front of me right now, and it's amazing how much it has changed since I put this layout in. But that's life. That's how it is, especially in a weekly planner. You have to be flexible. You have to know what's really coming and what's not coming. So yeah, in just a minute, I'm going to sort of walk through everything that I did, but yeah, ultimately, I think this came out really well. What you don't see filled in is the today I picked up my cat's medicine so that he can be sedated during our drive up. I got my eyebrows done. I bought an ice cream cake. I packed the pantry. I studied for the praxis. So yeah, all in all, I think this came out looking very nicely. And yeah, well, I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so let me just preface all of this by saying, uh, I laid this down and I was watching the movie, so I was a little distracted, but this is as close as I'm going to get, excuse me, before I will know what's happening this week. I don't have school. I don't have clinicals. I am just a person packing everything I own into pieces, and I am studying really, really hard for my praxis exam in a couple of weeks. But honestly, nothing is happening other than those things. So as I was putting everything down, I realized this is a week I would probably skip in my planner if I didn't already have it as a week with dates on it, because I'm not really going to be doing anything. Maybe, you know, I'm anticipating that I'm going to be having dinner with my in-laws because they live directly below us. But honestly, anything else is just kind of routine. I filled in the stuff that I knew I had to do, but if you'll see, a lot of it is blank. And that's because the majority of the things I'm doing, like studying for the praxis, are going to take up most of my day. So I don't really need all this space to do stuff. And the checklists were really unnecessary, but you know, it is what it is. So, anywho, this is my planner for the week. I will try and add extra, like, sort of a pan over of what this week will look like at the end of the video if I can, just to make it look a little bit more cohesive. But again, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a safe, happy, healthy new year. So looking forward to 2021. And yes, I hope everyone has a wonderful time. So take care and stay safe. Thanks for watching.